everybody. How's everyone doing this evening? How are you? Great to see you again. Max, how are you? Are we ready to be a rock in a child's life in support of our good friends and faithful friends? Huh? Let's put our hands together one more time for Chasing Ebenezer. What a great... I didn't want them to go away. I was thinking maybe they could just hang out and we could just do this another time because they sounded so good. Hey folks, my name's Patrick. It is absolutely my pleasure to be joining you again this evening as we raise money for a cause that's near and dear to all of our hearts. In order to get us started tonight though, I want you to put your hands together for me as we welcome to the stage from Door of Hope Church. Please welcome Pastor John C. Holmes.
Hello, here we go. Got my radio voice on. I've been part of Door of Hope for about 3 years, and I was invited to join the board for Faithful Friends for about last 2 years. In 2013, Duncan Campbell and Josh White teamed up to start a faith-based mentorship program called Faithful Friends. Faithful Friends seeks to partner with churches, because it's within these churches, within our flocks, that we have these people who have the time and the space and the ability to have what I call 99 small conversations that have the one that matters with kids in vulnerable homes. I grew up in foster care, adopted from the Midwest, and I understand the importance of people who have the ability to be mentors. Something about how they can see the potential and the value that each kid has. Faithful Friends strives to provide godly mentors, because it's through this that we can effectively share the love of Christ. So we're very excited to have you here at Be a Rock. We're excited to see how much money you can raise for a great cause. And Pastor Heather, take it away.
Well, good evening. I'm Heather from Multnomah Presbyterian Church, and I'm happy to be part of the program committee with Faithful Friends. And we know that God is in this place tonight. We know that God is providing, and He's already blessed us, but let's take a moment to center ourselves around that and give thanks. Will you pray with me? Jesus, we are just so grateful to have this time to not only be in your presence, because we know that your loving presence is here. We know that your provision is here. We know that you have already blessed this event, but we are grateful for the amazing work that you do through these mentors, these godly mentors that John C. spoke about, that are just doing wonderful things to actually show your love and your grace and your goodness, to actually bring your kingdom of heaven here and make it visual. God, thank you for inviting us to be a part of that work tonight. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of being your hands and your feet in our community. We thank you for each of the mentees and the way that they bring growth and that growth mindset and that I'm not done yet spirit to their mentors and the things that they teach their mentors. Thank you for each of the mentors and the work that they put in, God, to really help these kids feel known and feel loved and feel seen. And thank you so much for the parents and the grandparents and the aunts and the uncles that take a risk and a step of faith and partner with Faithful Friends for their kids. God, what an awesome thing that is. So we just ask that you would continue to bless the families, the mentors, the mentees, and we thank you too for the staff at Faithful Friends and the amazing work that they're doing. Amen. Amen.
Thank you both. Appreciate it. Hey, before we dive into the entire program here, I'm going to give you one last chance to participate in our Amazon raffle and our golden ticket raffle. Now, some of you I see have beads, and you probably want me to be quiet right now, and you don't want me to sell any more tickets because I'm ruining your odds, okay? But I want to share with our audience, you will be shocked at how many times I sell the winning ticket from the stage. Okay? So I'm gonna start with our Amazon raffle. And if for some reason the wonderful volunteers didn't rope you already, Let me tell you what it's about. We have a $500 Amazon gift card. We are only selling 100 chances. I only have a few left. They're $25 a piece. And then secondly, I'm going to turn around and sell the balance of our golden tickets. Now, our golden tickets are pretty special because one lucky individual is going to be drawn later in the program, and they will have their choice of 7 days in Mexico or 5 days in Hawaii. Okay? So let's start with selling out that Amazon raffle. If you need one or more chances in our Amazon raffle, now is the time. Raise that bid card. I know you all have them. And if you need more than one, let me know by a show of hands, by a show of fingers. I'm going to start right over here. She's got the hang of this. 163 wants 2 tickets in the Amazon raffle. 214 would like 2 in the Amazon raffle. 101 is taking 1 or 2. That was 101 twice. 115 wants 4. She is not messing around. 118 wants 4. This is my style of folks. You guys are getting the hang of this. 264. I'm number 1 twice. There you go. And 189 wants 4. 248 would like a pair. 262 really believes in his chances. All right? That's 262 one time. All right? Anybody else? Fantastic. Oh, there you go. You're sitting with Mark.
You're setting the shrubbery on fire. We got to put it.
What, did you start burning your bid card? I could smell it up here. I feel like I'm on an Alaska flight from Phoenix. Did anybody know they had to bring one back last night because there was an odor in the plane? I don't know if you... Anyhow, there's 158. Note to Al, next year we're using battery candles. Battery candles. This group cannot be trusted with open flames. A lot of times I like to tell people the secret to winning in an auction is bid fast and bid last. Or just light the place on fire, one of the two. All right, who else is in our Amazon raffle tonight? Okay. The Amazon raffle tickets are sold. That's it. Okay? Now, let's sell some golden tickets. These are $100 a piece, right? But I want you to remember that whether you win or not, you're making a difference in our community by supporting faithful friends. It will be pure luck, okay? I'm not the lottery. It will be pure luck if you win this trip, but you'll be making a difference regardless. 196 is in. 148 is in. 157, thank you. 115, thank you. 113, thank you. 122, thank you, sir. And you already have beads on. Doubling your odds. I like it. 106. Thank you so much. 163 is in the golden ticket raffle. 200 is in. Now I can't promise we'll get beads to you, but we will get you a trip if you win. I've got 224 all the way back there. Thank you so very, very much. The aroma of the burning, whatever that was, is dissipating. All right? Now that I've got everybody's attention and we've broken in your bid cards, it is my distinct pleasure and honor to welcome to the center stage. Well, you want to go? Was that a bid card? Or were you just fanning yourself? He was just fanning himself. Please put your glasses down and bring your hands together as we bring to the stage the Executive Director of Faithful Friends, Mr. Al Nordarcy.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. My wife says I don't need a microphone. She's probably right, because I'm half Cuban, so they say we're like the New Yorkers of Latin America. All right. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for being here. You know, if you listen to the news, you hear all this negative energy and media and so forth, and maybe I'm just a quirky guy, but I feel that there's more good in this world than there's bad out there.
Yes,
I feel that we have much more in common than differences and so forth. And I feel that this building is a microcosm of that. Just take a look around here. You know, all of you are here to support our nonprofit. So I want to thank you so much for being here. I'm honored, and I feel blessed to be a part of this. And I want to thank our sponsors here. If we could pull up the slide real quick. Could not do this without our sponsors, and hopefully we'll get them there. So we've got the Campbell Foundation. Let's hear for the Campbell Foundation. We have the Mouse Church. Thank you. And then we have the sophomore sponsors, quite a few. We have Geffen Mesher. Let's hear for Geffen Mesher. Pacific West Bank. Sales Acceleration, Don Lee. Thank you. Tonkin Court. Max Miller. Thank you. We got Mark Childs, who's also with Capacity Commercial. Thank you, Mark. We have the Home Family. Thank you, Home Family. The Teeny family, they're not here, but let's hear from the Teeny family. Great supporters. We have Birch Community Center. Some of the Birch Scouts were helping with registration. Let's hear from Birch. And by the way, we've got some champagne and wine to take home with you. That's thanks to Birch too, all right? Free for you guys, all right? Good coffee. Thank you for good coffee. Mr. Langhoff from Cinder Staffing. Thank you. Red Sea Church. Thank you. Stoller Wine, all the wine that you have here from Stoller, thank you. Journey Church, thank you. And Storage to you, thank you again. All right, thank you so much. We could not do this without you and so forth. My mentoring journey actually started when I was 24, right out of college. I graduated and I felt privileged because my parents paid for my degree, and I was first generation born here, didn't speak English till I was about 5, but I wanted to reach out to somebody and just make a difference. So I was matched with a young boy, big brothers and sisters. His name is Freddie. And how many mentors do we have here? The mentors and mentees, stand up real quick. All right, let's hear for the mentors and mentees. All right. You guys are the heart and soul of our program. All right, you can sit down. And this will resonate with the mentors. So when I signed up as a big brother, as a mentor, it was a one-way street. I just wanted to give. I just wanted to connect and help a kid in need and so forth. And little did I know, I get emotional when I was doing this because it's been 36 years that I've been together with my little brother, Freddie. I was 24, he was 14. I'm now 60, you can tell by the gray hairs, all right? And he's 50 years old, and he has 5 kids, he has his own business, and we still connect and communicate and so forth. And I had no idea the love, just how good I was going to feel about myself, just being there and giving back and so forth. And it's like an adrenaline rush, you know. So if you guys aren't mentors, I'm telling you, it's like crack, guys. It's awesome. The best part of my week was Wednesdays with Freddie. We'd go to Fuddruckers because I was a broken college grad, and kids eat free on Wednesday, so I take them there. And we just built this beautiful relationship and so forth. Mentoring is just in my heart. I feel so blessed and honored that I get to spend the second half of my career just spending all of my time making a difference and helping kids and so forth. So a little bit about Faithful Friends. I know a lot of you know about us, but just to keep it quick and simple, we were started by Duncan Campbell. And he started Friends of the Children. He also owns a children's course and First Tee. And Faithful Friends was started about 11 years ago and so forth. And one of the things that's unique about Faithful Friends is we focus on kids between the ages of 6 and 9. Now, why do we do that? Because we feel, you know, when I was connected with Freddie, he was 14, all right? And there's some things I could change and adjust and help, but sometimes it's kind of hard with a 14-year-old. But we're starting with a nice foundation and a piece of clay that we can help mold and really influence with that power and love of God, if you will. So by doing that, we can make a huge, huge difference. And then the other thing that's really unique about our program, and I love it, I say it's our secret sauce, is that we're not a 501c3, we're not a faith-based nonprofit, but our volunteers, our mentors come from the faith-based community. So we have a lot of churches that are partners that are here today. They've been with us for many years. Some are new, some are kicking the tires and so forth. And what I feel, and I can say this as a mentor, I can say this because I've met a lot of our mentors, I talk to our staff, that the main difference, when I became a mentor, it was more about giving back and making a difference. We're here, it's a calling, it really is. And one stat I'll share with you, 71% of our matches, when we match a mentor and a mentee that first year, stay together. And that's an incredible batting average, it's much better than many nonprofits out there. And a lot of that's because of the staff that we have, the resources we have, the partners that we have. and the love of Christ too. It makes a big, big difference. So where are we headed now? You know, I'm very excited. I've only been here for 7 months, so I'm still drinking from the fire hose, but excited about some new initiatives that we're doing. We're doing more on the grants side, but we're being much more strategic and methodical about doing that and trying to improve our batting average. We also have this exciting corporate program. I'm going to share that towards the end of the program. And Alicia and Keith, you guys here? We're going to show a video on a hard hat tour, something really cool that we're doing. Also, one of the biggest challenges that we have as a mentoring organization, and it's not just Faithful Friends, it's Friends of the Children, Big Brothers and Sisters, Boys and Girls Club. I know folks in all these organizations, and we all struggle with finding mentors. That's the biggest challenge. And if we want to get even more granular, it's finding mentors who are men and of color. That's a big challenge there. There's a huge need for all the organizations there and so forth. So one of the things that we're doing, those that know me, I know I'm a car guy, so we started this event last summer called Motoring for Mentors, where we bring together basically a bunch of cool car guys and have a lot of fun and so forth and raise awareness about mentoring and so forth. But since I was in the business world for 30 years, one of the things when I was on boards of nonprofits and so forth, I saw these fiefdoms, you know, where a lot of times there were these silos and these nonprofits just really didn't collaborate and work together. So in that spirit, with the event that we did back in September, we partnered with one of our church partners, Park Lane Church. We had this great car meet, and we invited the Friends of the Children kids and also the Campbell Course kids. We had some other nonprofit partners that are there. And to me, it's all about, you know, building a longer table, if you will. You know, let's be there to support all of the different organizations. So you'll hear about this. We'll have them in May, June, July, August, and September. A lot of fun. We have one of our mentors who has a fire truck. The kids get to ride in it. My son has 2 18-wheelers and let the kids climb in it. Hot Wheels tracks, but it's more about, again, raising awareness. So that's one of the things that you can help us with, you know, and if you don't have the time or the capacity to be a mentor, you're going to see this beautiful video in a second that tells a story, and you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be there and be present, and that's the main difference, because in our program, I mentioned we work with kids between 6 and 9. We have about 75 matches right now, and we want to grow that number. But basically, all we ask is that a mentor meet with a kid. You're going to hear this from me till I die on my grave. The number 1% of your time, which is 1 hour, is all that it takes to be there for a kid. And if you do that consistently, week after week after week, it transforms the kids, and it makes a huge difference. And when you look at there's a lot of reports out there that show that if you don't do this, the cost of high school dropout, early teen pregnancy, incarceration, we can go on through the list and so forth. It just changes the whole path, if you will, and so forth. So being there early on, being there consistently, makes a huge difference. So, a little bit about a video you're going to watch here. I'm not going to talk a whole lot, but we have a mentor-mentee match. We have Rachel and Viana, and they've been together almost as long as we have, for 11 years. And it's a beautiful story. So I'm going to keep quiet and let the video do the talking, and then I'll come back in a second. Thank you.
I was always a quiet kid, kind of like back in the class, just like top of the class, but just by myself, really. And so my mom wanted me to have an avenue where I could actually push myself, and like being with another adult, be with someone supportive that could do fun stuff and be like, oh yeah, like take me out places and stuff like that. Like take me away from home, take me away from school. Having the avenue to kind of have a good connection with somebody.
My name is Rachel Price. I hadn't thought about mentoring so much, but I saw this documentary, and it was kind of all about how specifically girls were just still falling behind, like societally. And that really just broke my heart. And I thought, what could I do to be a supportive presence? I knew that I wanted to be a part of a solution. And then the mentoring piece kind of fell into place when I heard about Faithful Friends. So the first 6 months, they were actually pretty hard because she's very shy. She mostly didn't talk at all. A couple months in, even if she didn't talk at all, I would drop her off at her house and I would give her a hug, and she'd give me a hug, and she just wouldn't let go. So she hadn't said anything for 2 hours, but then she wouldn't let me go. She started to open up more and more. I started to see some confidence start to come through. She started going to St. Andrews which we had talked about, and I kind of encouraged her to go for it. And that really helped too. So I saw her confidence continue to grow, started going to some of her school performances. This relationship has gone way beyond my expectations. Now I'm her godmother and Luke's her godfather. So we got to go to her first communion at her Catholic church, and now, we're a part of the family, which I didn't expect, when I started mentoring her when she was so little. But now it's like, I just see a friendship that's gonna last.
It's a good thing just to be a kid and be like going out different places, having new experiences, learning from each other. There's so much you pick up as a kid. There's like just having a new set of eyes, a new perspective. You pick up so much more.
I feel like I've received a lot more from this relationship than I've given. She's about to graduate. She actually got into the top 4 colleges of her choice. I can see our relationship continuing on, a solid presence in her life, continuing to check in on her, support her in any way she needs, see her through the college years. Those can be rocky times. I'm just excited to see what she's gonna do and who she's gonna be and how I can be a part of that and support her in that.
I think my favorite part of that whole video is the fact that those first 6 months, Bianna didn't talk. She didn't say anything. And I remember when I did this interview with Rachel, you start second guessing yourself. It's like, gosh, am I touching this kid? Am I impacting them? Is it working? And so forth. And just think about that why in that road, okay? After 6 months, Rachel could have just said, nah, I'm out and so forth, but she stuck with it, okay? A lot of it because of her faith and so forth. And here we are, almost 10 years later, and Bianna is now graduated from high school. She's at St. Mary's. I talked to her mom a couple of times. She speaks pretty good English, but we mainly speak in Spanish and so forth. And she was telling me how Bianna, she was so frustrated because she had a 3.75. She goes, oh my God, I'm so proud of you, And here's the funny part, guys, okay? Those that know me know that I'm a pretty competitive person, and I really wanted to be able to have a conversation with Bianna and tell her story and so forth. And she is so busy. She goes to high school from 8 in the morning till 6 p.m. She's also part of the play at St. Mary's. She's applying for colleges. When I did this interview, she'd been accepted in 4 colleges, all right? When I talked to her mom a couple of days later, it was 6, all right? I'm imagining like Wheel of Fortune, she's gonna have like 24 colleges and she can just spin the wheel and decide where she wants to go. But it's just incredible how successful she has been. And a lot of that is not just because of Rachel, because of her mother, Bianca, our family, the community, and the faith too. I give thanks to God for bringing us together to make a difference in this kid's life and so forth. So I want to thank you guys again for being here. In the nonprofit world and in the business world, we've heard about all the struggles that people deal with. We all know restaurants that have closed. There's even some nonprofits. There's Family and Friends that have been around for 20 years, had over 100 matches, and they just shut their doors 30 days ago. Okay, just really, really sad. You guys have probably heard of Mercy Corporation. They had a huge presence here, and they're not here. And I'm not trying to put the Catholic guilt that I was raised on with you guys and so forth, but what I'm trying to say is that it's really important, and we cannot do this without you. We need your support. It takes a village, and we have some great goals, because if you watch a video on our website, you can fill the Moda Center 20 times with a number of kids in Oregon that have a need for a mentor and so forth. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. We want to be able to impact more kids, and the money that we raise today makes a big, big difference in what we do. So I thank you again. I ask that you please, when you bid with your hearts. It makes a huge difference. And we're just here in Portland, so you're going to see the impact in what we do and so forth. So thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Al. Car guy. I like it. I don't know about the hair. I can't keep up with you there. I don't know about y'all, but I just can't wait to go in my pocket after that. Great job, Al. And welcome to the organization. You're going to do great things here, buddy. Hey, folks, this is the part of the program. We're going to get the heavy lifting out of the way first. And what's going to happen is I'm going to work my way through a series of levels, and when I come to a level that not only matches your belief in what Al's preaching up here and talking about and the incredible work that's done by faithful friends, I want you to raise that bid card high and proud, okay? Our goal tonight is not a number, it's a percentage. And that is, we'd like 100% of the room to participate in this part of the program. We have many levels, and when we reach that level that also agrees with your pocketbook, I want you to throw that bid card up in the air and be acknowledged and know you're making a difference in this community. I'm excited to announce that even in their absence, the Campbell Foundation, Duncan and Cindy, have very generously started us off with the evening with a $25,000 gift. Now, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't say, if you'd like to join the Campbells, I'll give you a chance in a few moments. All right? We're going to start out a little lower because our good friend Gary Combs, who couldn't be with us tonight because of a previous commitment, wanted to raise his card starting tonight at $5,000. So let's put our hands together for Gary for getting started tonight at $5,000. And he might have a little impact a little later too. So, folks, if there's anybody in the room, I'm just going to ask, I won't be offended. If there's anybody in the room that can raise their card and match with Gary at the $5,000 level, now would be the time to get that bid card up. That didn't take long. Donor number 118, thank you so very, very much for your generosity, sir. That's awesome. Thank you so very, very much. Is there anybody else? Now, as we move to our next level of giving, I'm going to give you a little inside information. And that is, the more noise you make, the more bid cards go in the air. Okay? I don't know what it is about it, but I see it all the time. The more noise we make, they've got an incredible PA system here at Bridgetown Church. My friend up there will just turn me up. You don't have to worry, you will get to hear me. But just keep clapping and making noise, and that will inspire others to give. Our next level of giving is at the $2,500 level. If you're in a position to make a gift and support the faithful friends with a gift of $2,500, now would be the time. Thank you, sir. 105. Thank you. See how much fun that was? Keep going. You never know. We might get another one to come up. If there's anybody else at the $2,500 level. Well, you know, Gary's kind of a swami. Our buddy Gary Combs is kind of a swami, and he said, you know what? At the next level, I want to challenge us to get 5 bid cards in the air at $1,000, and Gary will match all of those for a total gift from Gary tonight of $10,000. So I'm hoping we can get $5,000 cards in the air. I'm going to start right there, sir. 142 is in. 106 is in. Here we go. 115. Wave them. I can count them. 125. Thanks, Lord. 214. Thank you. 189. Thank you. 167. Thank you so very much. 248. Thank you. Keep it going. You never know. We get that. See how it works? 268. Thank you. Wow. We hit the sweet spot. Now, don't let them have all the fun, okay? If you feel compelled, raise that bid card. All right. Max, fire in the hole. All right. This is great. Our next level of giving is at the $500 level. And before you raise your bid cards, I want you to put your hands together for Emmaus Church, because they are going to match the first 8 gifts of $500. So if you're in a position to make a gift of $500, it'll have an impact of $1,000 on faithful friends. So now, don't hold back. Now's the time. Go ahead, raise those bid cards. at the $500 level. Let's see if we can get him. 156, thank you, sir. 148, thank you. 264, thank you. 246, is that you back there, John? John C. Holmes, welcome in. Door of Hope with a gift of $500. Thank you, Pastor. 113, thank you. I think I need a few more, don't I, ladies? I don't think I'm quite, but keep clapping, keep clapping. Are we there yet? That's only 5, I need 3 more. 148 is in, that's 6, let's get 2 more. 2 more. Here we go. I do it. 115, thank you so very much. I've got one more chance at $500. See if we can get it. Oh, I'm going to pray about it. Let's go. There it is, 213. I knew it was going to happen. That's awesome. How much fun is that? And our new friends at Emmaus Church making that happen for us. We just raised $8,000, right? How awesome is that? It's fantastic. Al, you can put that to work, right?
You bet.
Because even though we have all these volunteer mentors, it costs a lot of money to still run the program. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Because we have to do a lot of administrative things to make sure everybody matches up right, background checks, all the things that it takes. So don't get confused. It takes a lot of money to make a difference. All right? Our next level of giving is at the $250 level. If you're in a position to make us a gift tonight of $250, I'm going to encourage you to raise your bid card right now and be acknowledged. Nobody's raising because you're not clapping yet. I got it right here. 168, thank you. 103, thank you. 101, thank you so much. 209, thank you so much for your generosity. And 224, thank you. We certainly appreciate it. I've got 189, thank you. So much fun. 131, thank you. Someday I'm going to wear a GoPro on my head because it is so exciting to stand up here and be able to see the smiles of everybody when they raise that bid card. It's unbelievable, the energy in the room. And I wish you could all see it, but that is fantastic. All right? Now, how many of you were here last year? Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Who else? Max, you were even here, weren't you? Yeah, I can't imagine Lori came. I know that. I remembered Lori. I didn't remember Max. All right. So as we reach our last level of giving, folks, our last level of giving, we're going to play a little fun game. We call it Last Hero Standing. Are we ready? Okay, yeah. We got some folks who know their game. All right, here's the way this works. We have an incredible prize, an incredible gift for the last bid card in the air at this portion of our program. That gift is 7 nights. 7 nights at a Vendata resort on a 5-year choice of 5 different locations. They're all beachfront. All beautiful places. In fact, I don't know if I have a video or not. I do. You know what? I could talk about it all I want. It's better to see it. Fire it up for me. Anybody want to go? Yeah. I know we got fooled with today. Even Sean wants to go. I know we got fooled today with this beautiful weather. It's going to rain again. In fact, I have it on good intelligence. When you travel to Mexico and you're there, it will be raining here in Portland, Oregon. Okay? Now, let me explain how the game is played. This is for the last bid card in the air. Okay? That can be a little challenging. And somebody's going to get really confident and want to go really bad. And their chances are good they're going to raise their bid card more than once. Okay? Now, I want to make sure that everybody understands, and I will take little puppy dog nods in acknowledgement. If you raise your bid card and I read it off, the good news, you have just made a donation to Faithful Friends. Okay? Whether you win the trip or not. Okay? And it's not over until I say the D in sold. We all on board? Are we ready to do this? Now, this is the toughest part of the entire night. So just for that, put down 199. I will be the first last hero standing. Okay? That's always the toughest part. 199 sold! I'm going to Mexico. Maybe not. Maybe not. Who's going to be my next last hero standing? I'm with 199. 261 is my last hero standing. 261 is my last hero standing. Who else wants to go? 170 is my last hero standing. 157 is in, and now 144 is in. I'm with 268, and now 132 is my last hero standing. Thank you for all of your donations so far. We're just getting warmed up, people. I'm with 132, going once, going twice. 148 is in. Go again, sir. Go ahead. 128, you're in again. 128 is my last hero standing, going once, going twice. I'm with 148 and now 167. 134 is my last hero standing. Are we getting the hang of this?
Hey, Patrick, someone asked what the bid is, amount. So.
Al, I'll take it from here. We're at $100. Every one of those is $100. There is no bidding. They're just donations. No bidding yet. You're going to help me with the bidding here in a moment. I'm with 134 over here. I'm now with 160 and 130. 271 is my last hero standing. Going once. I'm with 196. Going once. Going twice. 219 and now 115. Welcome to the party. The water is warm. 115 is my last hero standing. Going once. I'm with 155 in the back, and now 134 keeps playing. I like that. Would you like to go again, 155? Not yet? Okay, hold on. I'll come back to you. I'm right over here. What was that number, 134? Yeah. I'm with 134. Going once, going twice. 149 is in. Al, are you with me?
I'm with you.
You still have that boom mic on?
Yes, sir.
I love it. We've got an auction to do next. So what I'm going to say is, that was the last bid card at $100. Every bid card from here forward is now going to be at $200. Okay? Kelsey, who am I with? 149 is my last hero. They're the last $100 donor tonight. Unfortunately, they're not the last hero yet. I'm with 149. Next bid card in the air is at $200. Going once, going twice. 129 is in. 129 is our first at $200, folks. Nobody has won yet. We are raising money for Faithful Friends right now. I'm with 129. Going once, going twice. 156. Even upside down, sir. I got it right. You thought I was going to do a forward flip to read that. No. 156 is my last hero standing. Going once, going twice, and I have 134 is back in. 134 already has his tanning oil. He can feel his toes in the sand and that margarita in his hand. I'm with 134. Going once, going twice, and I have so 142, 118. I'm with 118 right up here in the front, going once, going twice, and I have 134. Thank you. Saving my voice. I'm with 134, going once, going twice, and I have so 142 is in. Thank you, sir. I'm with 142, going once, going twice, 134 is back in. 142 is back in. 134 is back in. 142 is back in. 134 is back in. It's okay to clap, folks. I'm with 142. We're going to 300. That was my last 200. You've touched them all so far. You want to go again? 134 is my first at $300. I'm with 134 at $300 a paddle at this point, folks. Going once, going twice. It's about time, Max. 100, 156. Lori, did you have to elbow him for that, or he do that on his own? He did that all on his own? Yeah. Okay, but you're not in. I'm with 156. Going once, going twice, and I have 134. At 300 a pop. We're making a difference, Al, right now. Yeah. We are making a difference, huh? Give it up for all these folks. I'm with 134, going once, going twice, and I have 156 is back in. Max, I'm with 156, going once, going twice, and I have so 155, 118, 134. Clap. I'm with 134, going once, going twice, and I have so 189. Going once, going twice. Somebody could still get it for only a bid paddle of $300 here. Going once, going twice, and I have so 158. No, I never played called soccer, don't worry. I'm with 158, going once, going twice, and I have sold 167. Going once, going twice, and I have sold 223, 118. We're going to 400, folks. Put your hands together. Correct me if I'm wrong, D, but I'm with 118, correct? Okay, I'm with 118. Next big card of the air is at $400. Going once, going twice, and I have sold it to you, man. 118 is the winner. Congratulations. Put your hands together for everybody in the room. I think we definitely raised a lot of big cards there. You raised a lot of money. You're making a difference in your community. Thank you. Hey, Max, let's have an auction. What do you think, buddy? Let's do it. Here we go. Al, would you join me?
You betcha.
I would appreciate that. Al's going to help me out because he's a connoisseur of these type of things. I'm not available, just take a message. How are you, pal?
I'm doing fine, man.
You doing
a great
good?
job.
Are we doing all right?
You're doing awesome.
Yeah, we're raising
Fist
some
pump
money.
right here. There you go.
Boom,
Virtual one.
boom. Yeah, we'll pretend we're still
All right.
in a pandemic. Hey, our first item, you're standing right next to.
Yes,
Tell us all about it.
I'll be more than happy to.
Well, I
All
would
right.
expect nothing less.
So folks, we have a wine fridge here that was donated actually by the Nadarse family, and then we have a total of 10 different bottles of wine. That's a nice collection. This refrigerator, just to give you some stats, and I'm an old guy, so I gotta read from my cards here, I'll forget everything. But basically, it has 18 bottles that you can put in here. It's got 2 different zones. So it's got an upper zone for 45 to 54 for your champagne, for your semi-dry wine, your dry white wines. Then the lower section is for 54 to 65, so you can have your sweet wine, your brandy, and your reds and so forth. Digital temperature control, interior lighting, very quiet, because a lot of times these are really, really noisy and so forth. And again, you have 10 bottles of wine. Those wines were donated by our board members, Max Miller, thank you Max, Carol Warnicki, Tanya, right here, and then also Eric Gabrielson, who couldn't make it, Tanya Williamson, by the way, and Eric Gabrielson. So, thank you all. It's a great package to get us warmed up here. Maybe you have a little cabin somewhere where you want to have a little fridge somewhere on the coast or in, Hood River or something like that, and have a nice little wine collection to start and so forth.
This is an instant wine cellar.
It is.
Instant.
Yeah, and by the way, if you don't want to take it home, because maybe that's keeping you from wanting to bid, I'll be more happy to deliver it later. Okay, you don't have to take it today, all right?
Oh, so if you came in the sports car and it doesn't fit in the back.
That's right.
Yeah, sun was out today, you had the top down. Let's go ahead and have ourselves an auction. Kelsey, you give me a hand? Yeah. Absolutely. Put your hands together for my good friend Kelsey Yarbrough. If you can't get my attention, make sure Kelsey sees you, all right? Now, here's the way this works. I think I saw just about every bid card a few minutes ago, but I want everybody to raise their bid card one big time. It's a great photo op. Where's our photographer? I know she was just in here. Where'd she go?
You want to come up here, Michaela?
Yeah, come on up here and get a photo. Everybody get their bid card up, because every now and then we pass one out that doesn't work.
Michaela was one of the...
Sometimes they're broken, sometimes they get burned up. I mean, let's get them all up in the air. Wave up, we're having fun, we're faithful friends, we're being a rock. Right? Okay. You didn't have to clap, I know you had your hands full. All right? Kelsey? Let's have ourselves an auction. Who wants to start us off at $5,000 for this beautiful wine cellar? All right, we'll have an auction. Everybody get them up. We're going to start at $100 and go. $100 bid now, one, now, one, now, $100 bid now, one, and $100 bid now, one. We started, Al. I've got 100. There you go. You're at 200. Need to be at 3. At $300 bid now, 3, now, 3, now, $300 bid now, 3. At 3, I'm over there at 2. Looking for 3. Looking for 3. At 300 to bid. I got 3. Now $400 bid. Now 4. Now 4. Now $400 bid. Now 4. At 400 to bid. At 400 to bid. I'm bid 3. Looking for 4. 3. Looking for 4. 3. Looking for 4. Baby steps. 3.5. Can I get 3? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Welcome. Now 400. 400. I know you like that. I mean, did you hear all this thing? And he's going to deliver it. There's my 4. And now 4.5, ma'am. You can play again at 450. At 450. At 450 to bid. I'm bid $400 bid now 4.5. At 4.5 to bid. Are we going to sell it at 400? Can't do that. There's my 4.5. And now 5. At 500. No. It's you were having so much fun. I'm at 450, looking for 5. At 500 to bid. Anybody can get in. This is an incredible, if Max gave a bottle of wine, I guarantee it's not bad. I guarantee it's good. I'm at 4.5, looking for 500, sir. At 500 to bid. 450 is bid. Looking for 500. 450 is bid. There's my 5. It's going to make me work tonight, Kels. Need to be at 550. At 550 to go. I'm bid $500 bid now 5.5. Now 6. At $600 bid now 6. Now 6. Now 600. You've said that a couple of times, sir. I want you to understand that every bid is helping faithful friends, whether you win or lose. I'm at 550. I'm looking for 6. At 550, looking for 6. At 550. At 550, looking for 6. All in, all done? I'm not stretching it out. Don't Carol Burnett me and give me this. Sold it to you, sir, $550. The big number is 129 is the buyer. 129 is the buyer. And we kind of have a celebrity coming up next, don't we?
Yes, we do. We have somebody who, this is a beautiful story. So Maddie, why don't you come on up? Maddie Carty. Maddie, grab a microphone. Oh, you got one? Let's grab it. There should be one there. There's not a microphone? Well, that's not good. We need extra mic here. There was one sitting there.
Pastor John must have taken it with him.
Well, you know what?
Where is it? Oh, here it is.
Ah, there you
Somehow it did end up over there.
So, quick story
Hello.
here. So
Hi,
Maddie,
everyone.
wow, you're ready to run the show, aren't you? So Maddie was a part of our auction, and how old were you last time?
Last time I was in here, I was probably, what, 12, 13?
12 or 13 years old. She's actually a mentee from our program, all right? And this is such a cool story. So, Max Miller, who's chair of our board, was telling me this story, and Kathy, your grandmother's here and so forth, and Kathy came last year, and when Maddie found out that Kathy was here, Maddie was really angry. It's like,
Yeah,
why didn't
I
you
didn't
invite
even
me?
know I didn't get an invite.
Yeah, you didn't even get an invite and so forth. So I get a message, and Max says, hey, you know, we got this gal, Maddie, that's been here before, and she'd like to help us with the auction. I'm thinking, are you kidding me? How old are you now, 17?
I am 17.
17 years old. There's no way I could have stood here on the stage at 17. So let's hear it from Maddie, all right? And Maddie's going to tell us a little bit about our next package here, all right? So take it away, Maddie.
Yes, hi, I'm Maddie. I've been a part of this program for about 6 years now, and I don't regret it one bit. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit now about our 5 nights at Huntington Beach. Yeah, let's hear some noise about that one. Got some ocean and coastal views. Up to 4 guests up here. And we have a 5-night stay with coastline views out from our balcony over there. It's a less than 5-minute walk to the beach. So I see all of you out here. It's half a mile from the International Surfing Museum. And there's a resort spa and rooftop lounge that you are all welcome to use. All up in there. Yeah, the hotel offers some beach bonfires and bicycle rentals. You can find more information about this on the website. There's more pictures up here.
Absolutely. It's a phenomenal place, Maddie. I was there about 1.5 years ago.
Where was my invite?
Well,
Yeah,
I think I was just going to leave that one alone. Maddie, we've worked together before, so this is awesome. You've described the package wonderfully. Do you have any tips for Kelsey as our bid spotter? You'll help her out if we get a couple of bids out here. You give me a yep again?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm talking. Now she's got a microphone. You'll hear her too. This is even better.
I don't even need the microphone.
I know that.
You go, girl.
I hear that. Hey folks, this is 5 nights in Huntington Beach. The resort is literally across the 101. You walk, or Pacific Coast Highway, there's a air bridge, you walk across, you are on the beach. It is phenomenal. Every room has a beach view. Let's get it started at, I think this one here, I'm gonna start at about 1,700. Here we go. Who's gonna start us out at 1,700 to go? At 1,700 out of bid, now 17, now 1,700 out of bid, now 17. Need to be at 1,700, at 17. At 1,700. This is a steal, folks. There you go. There it is. We got it right there. We're at 17. Now 1,800 out of bid, now 18, now 1,800 out of bid, now 18. At 1,800 a bid. We're bid 17. Looking for 18. Anybody can play. At 17. Looking for 18. Don't let me sell it that cheap. That is an incredible deal, folks. Who's working their phone right now and trying to book a room there and seeing that it's about 700 or 800 a night? Huh? I'm at 1,700. This is 5 nights, folks. 5 nights. We're at 1,700, looking for 18. At 1,800 to bid. At 1,800 to bid. Max, we're going to sell it to you. Sold it to you. Bidder 100 at $1,700. Put your hands together. That is awesome. Now we're going across a pond.
Yes, we are. We're going to go very far, and before I tell you a little bit about this trip, we've got a video teed up. We have 2 trips to Tuscany. Really amazing. So I'm just gonna shut up for a second and let you guys watch the video. So you guys get a little bit of a picture there. This is a really special package. My wife and I have been blessed to travel quite a bit, and we always love to go to these off the beaten path places and so forth. And I feel that this trip and the other Tuscany trip, which is for 8, really epitomizes that. The owners are from Lake Oswego, Stacy and Rob, and this is their place. And the cool thing about this is if you bid and you're the winner, they'll actually help you plan this trip and so forth. Because when my wife and I went to China or Asia or Europe or whatever, we always like to go where the locals go and so forth. So you're going to have this expert advice from somebody here local that can help you plan. Some of the things that you get to see, you saw in the video, the artist in the studio has been around for 5 generations, over 100 years that this family has owned this studio. And the head ceramicist is going to give you a tour, and then you get to take a memento home from that same studio, if you will. Absolutely priceless, if you will. You get to tour a museum, one of the finest Etruscan artifacts in the world that happen to be in the museum there in Cortana. You get to sample Tuscan wines, delicious antipasta bites, in a family-owned cellar and so forth. And it's just this beautiful place to be and so forth. So it's a trip for 2. It is just for 5 days. So what I would recommend is, if you were to win this trip, is make this a stopping point, because I remember one time my wife, we literally went to Italy, to Switzerland, and to France all in one day. Everything's so close there that you can see a lot. So you can have a lot of fun. There's a lot that you can do in one day and so forth. So again, bid with your hearts. It's a very unique trip. I think you guys are gonna have a great time.
Let's get it going. Who's going to start us off at $2,000 and roll? At $2,000, I got 2. And now 2,100 out of bid, now 21, now 2,100 out of bid, now 21. We're bid 2, now 21. At 2,100 to bid, at 2,100 to bid. I got 21, now 22. At 2,200 out of bid, now 22, now 2,200 out of bid, now 22. Absolutely. At 23, at 2,300 out of bid, now 23, now 2,300 out of bid, now 23. It's a lot of fun. At 2,300 to bid, I'm bid 22, now 23. 22 is bid. Anybody can play, folks. You might find this hard to believe. It works just like in the paddle race. If you get fired up for these folks, they raise their bid card more often. Okay? I'm at 2,200, looking for 23. At 2,300 to bid. At 2,300 to bid. Who's going to Italy right now? Going to Cortana. Gonna get the artistic package. I'm at 2,200, looking for 23. At 2,300 to bid. At 2,300 to bid. We're gonna sell it. You're not gonna let it go that easy, are you? You had so much fun at that point. Yeah. 23, now 24. At 2,400 out of bid, now 24. Now 2,400 out of bid, now 24. At 2,400, at 20, got it. Is that a yes? That was a no. There's a difference. Kelsey, help me out. Is he saying, I'm at 23, looking for 24. Anybody can play. Are we all in, all done? Sold it to you, $2,300. Congratulations. Donor is 114 is the buyer at $2,300. Put your hands together, folks. We're raising money for faithful friends here now. Maddie, where are we going next?
We are headed to Cabo or Puerto Vallarta. You guys get to choose up to 4 nights and up to 4 guests. Choose your beachfront resort. Ocean View Suite. We got some phenomenal views out here and some warm, sunny beaches, which is the exact opposite of what it's going to be up here in Portland. Guarantee it. All right, both resorts offer a club suite room, access to golf courses. I see some golfers out here. Access to golf courses, some mini markets, kids clubs, spas, on-site restaurants, bars, and multiple pools.
Let's have a little more fun with this one. Have ourselves an auction. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm going to start a little lower in hopes that we get some energy. Right?
Perfect.
What do you think?
Oh yeah.
You think 1,000?
I think that's a great start for 4 nights.
Yeah, but we're not done there, right?
Oh, I
Yeah,
hope
we're going to
not.
have an auction. It's not a garage sale, right?
Oh yeah, I love listening to you talk fast in your microphone.
That's right. Here we go. We're at $1,000 in bid, folks. 1,000 is bid now. 1,100 out of bid now. 11 now. 11 now. 1,100 out of bid now. 11. Need to bid 1,100 at 1,100 to bid. I'm bid 1. Looking for 1,100. Didn't I already give her bid? Is she bidding again? It's next to her. She's at 1,000. I'm looking for 1,100. There you go. You're at 11. Now 12. At 1,200 out of bid. Now 12. Now 12. Now 1,200. I thought it was the same person. My apologies, Kelsey.
I did too.
I'm at 1,100. I'm looking for 12. At 1,200 to bid. At 1,200 to bid. At 12. I don't know if you can stay in downtown Portland in a really nice place for $1,200
I don't think so.
for 4 nights.
Looking for
And
apartments
the
is
weather
hard.
will be, and there is no swimming pool, I guarantee you that.
I would rather go to Cabo.
Or what's the other place? Puerto Vallarta?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It's gonna be raining in Canby too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Need that.
I'm at 1,100, looking for 12, folks. Who's going at $1,200? This is 4 nights in Cabo. Kind of like Vegas, 4 nights is 20. 4 nights in Cabo, I'm at 1,100, looking for 1,200 out of bid now. 12 now, 12 now, 1,200 out of bid now. 12.
Jet
Who's
and
going?
tub.
Tell them, rise them up there. Come on, Maddie, I'm counting on you. She really wants to go. If we got a 1,200, I think we'd get 13 out of her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm at 1,200, I'm at 11. I'm
Golf
looking
courses.
for 12. There's my 12. Now 13. At 1,300 out of bid, now 13. Now 1,300 out of bid, now 13. At 1,300 a bid. At 1,300 a bid. I'm bid 12. Meet me at 13. Gonna be raining here. He's gonna be enjoying the sunshine. Need to be at 1,300 a bid, folks. Clap them up. At 1,300 a bid. Are we all done? Can't possibly be done. Need to be at 12 at 1,300. At 1,300. At 1,300. Sold it to you, $1,200. And the better number is? What's that number over there, sir? 216 is the buyer. Has she really liked the $1,100 deal? If I could find you another one for 12, would you go at 1,200? Would you have bid 1,200? Yeah, you think about it. You can tell Kelsey. You don't have to tell me. Kelsey, go ahead. Go ask, okay? Thanks. Al, what is up next? We're not going to put any pressure on anybody here.
All right, next up, who's ready for some sunshine? Anybody here?
Yeah.
You ready for it? Yeah, like Patrick said, we had some today, but it was a little different. Okay.
That was, it's still March. Yeah.
Tease.
It is. So this is 5 nights at the Waikiki Beach Resort in Oahu. This is for 4 guests, and it's the Outrigger Waikiki Beach Resort. Is my microphone working fine?
Yeah.
One of the nice things about this trip is there's no blackouts, so you can go whatever you want. The room, if you look at the picture, hopefully it's on the side, it's got floor-to-ceiling windows, has a furnished balcony, and it's a life, folks. I mean, it's just a whole different vibe when you go there. And usually by this time in March, we're so ready to go get some sunshine.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is Waikiki, the Beachcomber Resort. Right on the beach.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 nights. 5 nights, folks. 5 nights. I could enjoy that right now. Here we go. Who's going to start us off? Maddie, I'm going to do this a little different because this is Hawaii, right?
Oh yeah.
This is Hawaii. Prices are higher than Mexico. We're going to start at 1,300, folks. At 1,300, 5 nights in Waikiki. Who's going to get us started at 5 nights at 1,300 to bid? At 1,300 out of bid, now 13, now 1,300 out of bid. Now you're getting the hang of it. I like it. I got 13, now 1,400 out of bid, now 14, now 1,400 out of bid, now 14. Need to be at 1,400. At 1,400, we're bid 13, looking for 14. 13 is bid, Kels, looking for 14. Did I mention we're raising money for faithful friends? We're at 1,300. I'm looking for 14. How about 13 and a half? We'll take some baby steps, Maddie. At 13 and a half. I'm bid 13 with Kelsey. Looking for 13 and a half. At 13 and a half. All in? All done. Really? At 1,300? At 13, Kelsey. Sold it to her. Oh, I got 13 over here. I got 14 over here. You're at 15, 16. Now that you got the hang of it, hasn't cost you a dime yet. I'm sorry? What's that?
Time frame.
Oh, you have 2 years to travel with no blackout dates. Can you fit it in? And now 1,600 to bid. I got 16, 17, at 1,700, at 1,700, at 1,700, at 1,700, at 1,700. Anybody can play. I'm at 16, looking for 17, looking for 17. Go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah!
At 18, at 18. There are no friends at an auction, sir. Now 19, at 1,900, at 1,900 a bid. I'm bid 18, now 19, at 1,900 a bid, at 1,900 a bid, at 1,900 to bid. We're bid 18, looking for 19, at 19 to bid, at 19 to bid. I'm here all night. At 18, looking for 19. How about 18 and a half? 18.50, I'll give you a discount. Pump the brakes, we're moving the slow lane. 18.50. Sold it to you, sir, at $1,800. Your bid number is 168. Who's the buyer? Kelsey? That's one of those opportunities. If he would like to spend $1,800, we can give him one too. If he would like to. Actually, I'll get anybody in the room. You raise your bid card right now at 1,800. You're going to Waikiki. At 1,800. At 1,800. Do the math. That's 5 nights. While he's doing that, Maddie and Al, there's a lot of high math going on.
Hey, you know what?
There.
They're saving it for this next one. This next one's a pretty good one.
Yeah, well, this one is the best I've seen at this event ever, right here. This is an incredible package. You and Al are going to tag team it.
Yes, absolutely. Maddie, do you want to start?
Oh yeah, 7 nights under the Tuscan sun for 8.
Oh, hold on. We got a video. By the way, we have a video. Yes. Got to cue that up.
Wow. Tell us all about it, Maddie and Al.
Yeah, 7 nights over here. Take me with you. 8 people, up to 8 people, 4 rooms, 10-minute walk to Central Citronona, and not to mention, who doesn't like cooking? Because you have an in-home chef. Oh, yeah.
Do you have one of those at home, Maddie?
That's gonna be me. World-class wines out here, so looking at some Renaissance art. Wine sampling. Who doesn't want to go there? Additional tours and experiences can be planned. Again, 7 nights, up to 8 people, 4 different rooms.
Yeah, I just add some color. This villa, again, it's owned by Stacy and Rob. It's a 4-bedroom villa in Cortana, and it's just fabulous. You saw some of the pictures. And again, just like the smaller trip that we have They will help you in planning your trip. The cool thing about this is it's 8 people, 4 bedrooms, you know, so you can have a bigger part of your family that are there. And I think it's just one of those trips that, again, it's a trip of a lifetime. I think anybody who goes on this is going to have some incredible memories, especially with Stacy and Rob helping you plan this trip.
Absolutely. I'd ask you to look around the table and see if you like the folks with you. Maybe you can pool your bids right now. We're going to start it at $4,000. Here we go at $4,000. What's the math on that? 8 people.
500.
500.
500 a person.
It's a trick question. At $4,000 to start the bidding, who's going to go to?
Right here.
I've got it. There's 4. And now $42.50 to bid. At $42.50 to bid. I'm bid 4, now 42.5. At 42.5 to bid. At 42.5 to bid.
Those big cards want to shine.
There you go. At $42.50 to bid. I'm bid 4. Looking for 42.5. At 42.5 to bid. At 42.5 to bid. Who's going in at 42.5? At 41, okay? At 4,100, we're bid 4, looking for 41. Bid 4, looking for 41. At 4,100, am I all done?
That's a steal.
That easy? 7 nights for 8. Charge everybody $1,000 and make money.
Yes!
41, now 42. At 4,200 to bid. At 4,200 to bid. Got it. At 4,300 on a bid. Now 43. Now 4,300 on a bid. Now 43. Was that a cheat? You're going to 43, sir?
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. Is that? I think he said sure. Did he not? He's having a lot of fun.
No?
Yes.
Yes.
43, now 44. At 4,400 on a bid, now 44. Now 4,400 on a bid, now 44. At 4,400. Got it, now 45. We're starting to make some money now, folks. At 4,500 out of 45. Now 4,600 on a bid, now 46. Now 4,600 on a bid, now 46. Need to be at 46. At 46. At 46. Let somebody else at the table have fun. Make them well, they can raise your bid card. It doesn't matter. Got it. At 4,700 on a bid, now 47. Now 4,700 on a bid, now 47. Need to be at 4,700. At 4,700. At 4,700. At 47. Got it. Now 48. At 4,800 on a bid, now 48. Now 4,800 on a bid, now 48. 4,900 on a bid, now 49. Now 4,900 on a bid, now 49. I'm bid 49, 49, 5 $5,000. Here we go. Now we're reaching the tax deductibility zone. Easy at 5,000. At 5. At 5,000 to bid. At 5,000 to bid. I'm bid 4,900 on a bid. Now 5. At 5,000. At 5,000. At 5,000. Got it. And now 5,100. At 5,100 to bid. And look how much fun you've had so far. You haven't spent a dime yet on it. You've already got stories, and you haven't been there yet. 53 to bid. At 5,300. At 5,300 to bid. At 5,300 to bid. At 53. At 53. At 53. I love your smile. 53 now. 53. I got it. 54. At 5,400. Clap it up, folks. At 5,400 to bid. At 5,400 to bid. He says he's all done. Anybody else want to play at 5,300? Looking for 54. I'm bid 53. Looking for 54. 53 is bid. Who's bidding 54? Are we all done? Do you like it, Owen? It's really nice. Cortana's amazing. I'd still take 54 though, if somebody wanted to say it. I sold it to you, sir, at 5,300. All right, and the donor number is, good job. What is, which bidder number am I putting it on? 167 is the buyer. Now, sir, you were having so much fun. If we could get Rob and Stacy to give us a second one at 53, would you go again? You can have it for 5,300. You don't even have to bid against this gentleman anymore. At 5,300. Boom. 268 is the buyer. 268 is the buyer. We just raised 10-6 for our friends at Faithful Friends. Maddie, you did awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's hear it for Maddie. You're a rock star. Thank you.
Al,
Yes, sir.
that was a good move bringing in Maddie.
Absolutely.
She is a rock star. Let's put them together one more time for a good buddy, Maddie.
She's just 17. I mean, her future's so bright, she has to wear shades.
I want her to go to auction school because I think she could handle it completely easy. It would be awesome. She could talk fast. And she's got the boots on and the whole deal. It's great. All right, folks, it is time to do a couple of raffles. I am optimistic that I'm going to see a wheel of names for Amazon. Would I be right? Give me a thumbs up if I'm going to be right. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be our Amazon raffle, folks. Any moment. There it is. Looky there. Looky, looky. Everybody's name is on there. That, hey, put your hands together is right. Good job, man. Who's going to proofread it for me, though? The best part is that the name's going to pop up bigger. Now, hey, folks, this is the way this works, right? We're, you know, calling you. Was it, Al, was it you earlier saying playing Wheel of Fortune or something with Biana's college, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to pretend we're playing Wheel of Fortune. So on the count of 3, folks, I need your help. You've been really great at clapping. Now we're going to work on your vocal skills. I want a big spin that wheel. Are we ready? Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Spin that wheel!
It is spinning. The best part is this box that's going to pop up. Jeff Williamson. Jeff!
All right, Jeff!
Huh? Congratulations, buddy. For those who were here last year, we showcased Jeff and his lovely bride and their mentee, and it's great to see you again. Thank you so very, very much. Congratulations. You have an Amazon gift card worth $500. How about that? Huh? Let's go ahead and move to our next wheel of names. Oh, I love it when you leave it that size. That's so much for that.
That was better.
Yeah. All right, we're going to play this the same way. This is our golden ticket, folks. The winner of this trip is going to get their choice of the 5 nights at Waikiki that we sold a little earlier, and also a Vendata package, I believe, right? Yeah.
Mexico.
And a Vendata package, 7 nights in Mexico. You have your choice, 7 nights in Mexico or 5 in Waikiki, Oahu. Help me out on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Spin that wheel!
Get your Speedo. Are you kidding me? Congratulations, Aaron. Huh? Where are you headed? Where do you want to go? Oh, yeah. That is awesome. Put your hands together for Aaron. Al, I'm going to turn it over to you to wrap up. Folks, thanks for having me back. It's great to see everybody again. Keep doing good work and being a rock. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. All right, so I mentioned, some of our goals and aspirations. One of the areas that we feel that we can really make a big difference in raising more money is on the corporate side. I'd spent over 30 years in the corporate world, if you will, and so forth. So I talked to some major donors that we have in the business world, and I asked them when I first started, because I'm new to the nonprofit world, and I said, hey, what can we do? And what I kept hearing from all these CEOs and business people, they said, we love supporting nonprofits, but sometimes we feel like we're just handing over a check and that's it and so forth. And there's just not a relationship there and so forth. And what they want, when I talk to CEOs, they're looking to recruit good people and they're looking to keep people. So employee engagement is a big part of that. So we've come out with this program. It's a corporate program. We call it a hard hat tour. And I'm going to be quiet for a second. And we've got Alicia and Keith Chapman. You guys stand up real quick. They're our first hard hat tour. All right. And we've got many more lined up. But we'll show you the video and then I'll talk a little bit more about that. So let's tee that up.
Willamette Technical Fabricators is a custom complex metal manufacturing company. So we build steel infrastructure for bridges, locks and dams, mainly for transportation and clean energy projects. And we really want to expose people as much as possible to what we're doing in our shop so that they can see, wow, there's really cool and high-tech stuff going on, advanced manufacturing. Also, I think it's really important for kids to work with their hands, realize that this could be their passion. I think it's incredibly important for us to plant the seeds as early as possible. And you look in Europe, you look in other places around the world, they have apprenticeship models that start in middle school. It's never too early to get kids excited about potential opportunities for the future. Employee engagement is huge for us. So we're actually a certified benefit company. We're committed to a triple bottom line, people, planet, profit. There's a lot of pride in what we do, pride in what we build, but pride in the way that we treat our teammates and just seeing our employees' faces light up when they see young people. So for them to be able to share that with the community and especially with kids, it's a treat for all of us.
Well, thanks for hosting our kids. I know they had a great time. You planted some great seeds for them. And I think we've got some future manufacturing engineers and workers already with some seeds planted. So thanks for all that you do.
Yeah, thank you. I hope so.
Thanks. So this program, you just saw a portion of it, but there's a lot more footage that we're going to share, and we're partnered with Willamette Technical Fabricators. So show of hands, how many of you work for a company? Or a nonprofit? We all do, right? Yeah, and we're all struggling to find people, but you want to engage your employees. You want them to be excited about the company they work for. So we're going to be doing a lot of marketing together and collaborating together. But most importantly, we're planting seeds with these kids because a lot of times, especially when you're talking about at-risk youth, they don't have a clue about different career options. And if all of a sudden, when we went out there, they had these $10,000 welding goggles on where they could basically, through virtual reality, do welding and things like that. And all the kids were just so inspired. Almost hit something here. So that's what we're trying to do, and we have about 3 other corporations already lined up. Most of these hard hat tours will be in the summer because that's when the kids have more flexibility. But if you guys have any time or interest, let me know. I'll be more than happy to chat with you because it's about, again, making it a win-win for everybody. Another program that we're starting to put a lot of time into is our monthly donor program. So if you have an interest, let us know. I know some nonprofits that I give to on a monthly basis, and I love it because I'm an old school guy. I love writing a check to a nonprofit that I support and sending it every month. It just reminds me, and that feeling of giving just makes a huge difference there. All right? So, this is time where we're wrapping things up. First of all, I want to thank all of you for being here, your commitment to making a difference. So let's applause for everybody here in the audience. Also want to thank our sponsors. We saw the sheet there of all the folks that are there. Let's hear for our sponsors again. Thank you. I want to take the time to thank our board because they really have guided me and helped me quite a bit. So Duncan Campbell's not here, but Max Miller, please stand up. Carol Wernicke, Tanya Williamson, Dave Adams, Jeff Domestic, John C. Where are you at? I can't see you. Are you here? I don't know where John C. Hughes is. Here he comes. John C. They've helped me and guided me quite a bit in helping us, go in the right direction and so forth. We want to help folks here at Bridgetown to host us. Thank you, Bridgetown. Let's hear for Bridgetown. And this is one that's really near and dear to my heart, is our staff. I coined this from Tim Cowley, our operations director. He calls us our mighty little nonprofit. There's just 5 of us, employees. Okay, now we've got a lot of volunteers, a lot of folks that help and so forth. But I want to call out every single one of them because they all make a huge difference. So Tim, are you here in the room? Where are you at, Tim? Tim, right back here. All right. Tim helps me tremendously. They say 1 + 1 is 2. When you put Tim and I together, it equals 3. And it allows me to get out there. And my goal every day is to meet with 2 folks every day, whether it be a corporation, a church, a donor, to be able to make a difference. And Tim minds his ship on the operations, HR, payroll stuff, so I can do that. So thank you, Tim. We also have John Armsbury. Where are you at, John? John? I don't know where John is. John's in the back. He's still working.
Come on in, John. You guys see it. John has been in ministry for over 25 years. He actually worked for Friends of the Children for 20 plus years and has been with us for quite some time. Sia, how are you at, Sia? Sia? Thank you. And Curtis, where's Curtis at? Curtis? All right. Curtis, he's been with us for 6 years. Hey, hold on, come on through it. Oh, hold on, I forgot Emily too. Where's Emily? Emily Burke? Emily, yeah. Back there, all right. And again, I can't thank you enough because if I put this on, it probably would have been a barbecue with paper plates and so forth. So these guys had a huge impact in making this a great event. And I feel blessed because I've worked for so many corporations, I've owned a couple companies, but I've never worked at a place where I truly love everybody that I'm working with. So thank you guys. I really love working with you guys. You guys are amazing. All right. Also, volunteers. We have John C. Hughes from the Door Hope folks is here for John. They're going to help clean up also. Thank you. And he started us off. And then we have a ton of volunteers that have helped us. So we've had from the servers that we had to the wine to the registration. There's just a whole army of folks that helped us. So let's hear for all of our volunteers. Thank you. Thank the AV folks here for giving us everything worked fine without a hitch. All right. And then also the folks that stole our wine, who provided the wine. Before I forget, I'll probably mention it at the end, but if you have some wine on the table, hasn't been opened, you can take that home with you. All right. We also have some champagne, thanks to Birch Community Center, one of our partners. So please take some because we don't know what to do with it. We got quite a bit, so we hope that you can take some of that home with you. All right. Also, a few more folks to thanks. We have our church partners and community partners here. Let's hear for them. Thank you. And then my brother from another mother, Patrick. Let's hear for Patrick, our engineer. And last but not least, as far as thanks, is thanks be to God. This brought us all together. I really appreciate the time that we have. And again, like I said at the beginning, I feel this is a microcosm of what we can do. There's a lot of good out there. I love the energy. I love the love that I've felt. I love the support that you've given us. So thank you. So a couple of quick things before we wrap things up. So silent package. Patrick, how are we doing that as far as the winners for the silent auction?
They can pick them up right now, is my understanding.
Okay.
The silent packages. And then everybody, the online auction continues until noon tomorrow. And when that finishes, you will get an email and you can review that statement and click on the checkout button. That'll include all your expenses from tonight also. So.
Yeah, and on the silent auction, if you guys haven't been on the site, there's a lot of cool stuff. There's trips to Bend and to the coast. We've got like 3 or 4 wine trip tours, skydiving, windsurfing, and my favorite one, because you guys know I'm a car guy, you get to go to the Portland Raceway. Anybody have a teenager or a 20-year-old, know how bad drivers are? They actually will let the kid take their own car out there and they teach them about cornering and braking and so forth, which is incredible. And then there's another package that we have where you get to drive your car on the racetrack with a professional driver and so forth. So there's some really cool stuff that's on here. Be sure to look at it. Again, it ends at noon tomorrow, so it doesn't end today. Be sure to take a look at those packages there, all right? And so I talked about that. I know you guys are going to be really disappointed, but as far as checkout, you're not going to have to wait 20 minutes to check out and so forth. This is all online, and technically most of this is not going to end until noon tomorrow and so forth. And then I mentioned the wine and champagne. So again, thank you very much for being here. I feel blessed that you all came here to support us. And let's hear it for everybody again. Thank you. Have a good night. God bless you all.